Alrighty, we got today's mail call. This is these are some things that I had when I was a kid that I still have them, but I've lost all the pieces to them, and they're kind of sort of broken. And so I just thought about rebuying them again, just so I can have them again. And so let's open it up and take a look at what we got here. Let's see. I'll do this one first. It is from Star Trek: The Next Generation, Captain Picard. I had this exact one as a kid. Looks just like what I had. And I still have him, but his leg is extremely loose, and that finger's broken, and so is a little tricorder holder. And like I said, I've been wanting to get another one of these for a while, and I found them on eBay for a really good deal. So it was a three for deal. And I also wanted to get Troi. Now I had her figure, but I didn't have the Next Generation when I got the one from Generations. And this is the one I wanted, so I went ahead and got it. They come with little computers and stuff like that, and little accessories with their stand with their name on it. And it also came with one that I'm not really too crazy about, but it's kind of neat, I guess. It's Troi in the holodeck series, and it's Troi when she was like a western on the hologram. We got a podcat already wanting that box. And anyway, it comes with like a pretty cool looking pistol and some keys there and some kind of shotgun or some kind of rifle anyway. And I don't know if I'm going to open her up or if I want to keep her in the box and just trade it out. I don't know yet, but we'll see. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. But here's the little cross cell on the back. I had him from this series. I had him, I had Data, I had Worf, I had Riker, I had Gowron, and I had LaForge. And then I got a lot of the movie figures. But they come with like little file cards and stuff on the back. You can kind of read a little bit about them. And here's Troi's. And there you go. But yeah, there's the gear. I don't know if I showed Picard's gear or not, but that's the gear it's supposed to come with. It kind of tells you a little bit about it. And let's open up Picard here. Take a look at him. It's like, I mean, I saw Picard, like some people were asking like $200 or $300 for him. But this was like, all three of these were less than 20. I'm like, well, okay. And so I was like, I saw him. That's some people I saw that were asking $200 or $300 for him. I'm like, well, no, this ain't worth that much. But I bought it with every intention to open it because I want to put them on my shelf. And again, I thought about piecing mine. I don't know if these come apart or not. I doubt it. But I thought about piecing the one that I have together to make I thought about piecing the one that I have together to make mine back to 100% again. But I just don't know. I may just keep this one. I don't know. But yeah, here he is. Oh, nice and stiff. They didn't have a whole lot of articulation, but they had enough. You know, he had the arm swivel. The arms did swivel up and down. No wrist articulation, but it did have the swivel at the arm there. Single jointed knee. No movement whatsoever on the feet, like none. And then engage. You know, well, he's a little sticky. And then their stand I remember I used to take his stand, and I would put tape behind it and put it on my shirt to act like the little tricorder, you know, or not tricorder, communicator. And then, but yeah, you can just, they had little peg holes. You just put their stand up in their peg hole there. But I'm afraid I'm going to break his foot if I do. Let me see. Hopefully I don't break his foot. I don't even know if these figures can come apart. There's no back peg, so I'm going to say probably not. There he goes. See? Cool. And then he's got this. He got a little computer. That would have been cool if I had a lenticular sticker on that. Let me see if I can't zoom in a little bit here. That would have been cool if they had a lenticular sticker on that. But it looks pretty cool. Nice little Enterprise D layout on there. Let me zoom back out here. And of course he's got a phaser. Now, I remember when I was a kid, I wished his phaser wouldn't, it didn't have the blast effect on it. This is where my disdain or dislike of blast effects comes from, because it was a hindrance, because like, if he didn't have that, you'd be able to put it in his side, you know, you'd be able to put it in there, but he can't. You kind of have to have him holding it. Of course, he can't hold it with that hand. You have to kind of, so he can't hold it very well. See, he was never able to hold it very well. So he's got his communicator here. He can kind of sort of hold on to it, but this is what's supposed to go in here. It's supposed to go in there. But I used to put his I used to put the phaser in there all the time. But see, I mean, it just doesn't, nothing fits right in there. The phaser would fit in there a lot better. But see, it's so that's stupid to me. He's got his little tablet here. And again, can't really hold anything very well. And I'm afraid to put anything too much in his hands because of breakage. These hands, I remember the hands just being so brittle. So I mean, I'll probably have him displayed on the shelf like this, with this like laying in the background or something. But let's take a look at this Captain's Log book. I am going to save these card backs. And I would have had my Picard out, but he's in storage. And I know where it is. It's just so deep in stuff that I can't get it. But here's a little, he has a log, little Captain's Log. Captain's Log, and then here's the back of it. And it was I don't remember, I kind of sort of remember this. Not a whole lot. I think it was a blueprint for the Enterprise. No. Oh, it's just a story. And there's some more log on the bottom there. 1992 Playmates, let's see. I was 8 years old in 92. Yep, I was a whole 8 years old when this came out. So, but yeah, I just remember it being kind of a pain. I remember him not being able to hold anything hardly with this hand especially. And forcing this into his hand is probably how I broke it in the first place. You know, so he just went right through it. Man, that makes me real nervous to do that though. Because I'm scared that he's going to, break his thumb off, because that part broke off. That finger broke off. And then he's got like just paint scratches all over him, and the one that I have, I mean. And I know this is like cracked, and like the front part of this is cracked completely off. So anyway, this is Captain Picard, and he can hold a lot of his stuff, so that's pretty cool. And I liked Captain Picard. He was my favorite captain, and I'm just really glad I got him again. This is as you can see in the box there, she's already got some paint chipped and missing and stuff. And these boxes ain't necessarily the best of shape, but that's okay. I plan on opening them. And again, I'm gonna keep these card backs here, but I'm gonna put this back into here to preserve it the best that I can. Star Trek TNG. That was, I used to watch it all the time. Me and my mom, that was kind of like our thing. We would sit down and watch it at night when it came on, and then I remember when one night I came home and she was watching came home from school or something anyway, and she was watching a Star Trek the original series, and I looked at it, I was like, what is this? You know, and I had never ever even heard of the original series before, and I just remember going, hey, what's that? She goes, a Star Trek. I'm like, that's not Star Trek. She goes, yeah, this is the original Star Trek. And I was like, oh, man, and I was mind blown that there was an original. And then, and it didn't even dawn on me that I had seen the movies. You know, it didn't even dawn on me that I saw the Star Trek, the motion picture, and the Search for Spock, and the Voyage Home. It never even dawned on me. So I guess I was just being a kid, you know, not really paying attention. But I got hooked on. I got to watching that, but I still prefer Captain Picard. I like him better. But I like Spock. I like Spock a lot. And LaForge and Scotty was my favorite engineer, but I do like LeVar Burton or LaForge. Anyway, this is today's mail call, and got some good stuff. I'm excited to finally get these in. And I hate it when they ship things out and they wind up sending it to completely opposite, wrong place, and they have to reship it and send it back to you. And it was just annoying having to wait so long. But anyway, this is today's haul, and everybody take care. Have a good one, and can I do it now? Dang. There we go. Live long and prosper.